Hi, happy Thursday. Thanks for joining me for Mind, Body, and Soul. My name is Kristyl Neilsen, and I'm a teacher here at Good Shepherd School in Port Perry. I'm also a certified fitness instructor as well as nutritionist, and I just recently launched my own business, Back Into It Fitness. Today is all about you. For the next 30 minutes, we're gonna unleash the stress of the day, we're gonna challenge our bodies, and of course, most importantly, have some fun. So you're here, let's get to it. So first off, I just wanted to introduce my amazing friends and colleagues who have joined me today, Lisa Jeffers, Sam Forte, and Christina Byram. Thank you so much for coming. We're gonna start off today with a brief warm-up just to get our muscles warmed up and get the blood pumping. Then we're gonna move into a body weight strength portion in 2 sets. It's called tabata. It'll really get your heart racing. Then we're gonna finish off with a cool-off and some wonderful stretching, being very mindful and grateful that we're here together taking care of ourselves. You guys ready? All right, let's get warmed up. Make sure you've got water beside. Take a break whenever you need to. Make sure you're sipping the water, and let's get going. All right, guys, we're just gonna march on the spot, and we're gonna be moving forward for 4 counts, and then back. So right foot, ready? 1, 2, 3, and tap. 1, 2, 3. One more time. Knee to elbow for a count of 8. Give a nice crunch. 7, 4, 3. We're gonna do high knees. Stretch it out. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Knee to elbow again. 7, 6. Really scrunch up. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And marching on the spot. Awesome job. You should feel your heart rate up. How are you feeling? Good? Awesome. We do it one more time. Right foot. Here we go. 4 count. 1, 2, 3, and tap. 1, 2, 3, and back. 1, 2, 3, tap. Knee to elbow. 8 count. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Leg up. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. And elbow to knee for the last time. 6, 5, 4. Really rotate. 2, 1. And marching on the spot. We're gonna be changing it up, looking at the lower with our hamstring curl. So like this. For count of 8. So 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. High march. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3. Repeating it again. 2 and 1. Hamstring curl. 6, 5, 4. Get them up. 3, 2, and wide march. Get them high. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And marching on the spot. Awesome job. Remember to take a water drink if you need to. And we're going to be doing a toe tap for 4. So we're going to start with our right foot, and we're going to be toe tapping to the right 4 times and then to the left. Ready? Here we go. 4, 3, 2. Other side. 4, 3, 2, 1. Now we're going to punch the air for 8 counts. So 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and toe tap. Left leg. 4 count. 3, 2. Other side. 4, 3, 2. Air punch. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now right hand up. Make sure marching, getting that heart rate up. And you'll be touching your left toe for a count of 4, 3, 2. And now jumping jacks. 4 count. 4, 3, 2. And we're going to do it one more time. Toe up. 3, 2. And jumping jacks. Yes. Awesome. Marching on the spot. Good job, you guys. We should be totally warmed up. The benefit of warm-up is really to ease you into the strenuous activity that we're going to be doing. Getting your heart rate up, getting the blood circulating, pumping to those muscles that you're going to be using, lubricating your joints so you're easy to move, and just getting it fired up. Getting ready to move on to our strength section. Hi guys, so we're ready to work on the body weight strength section of our workout. We're following it Tabata style, which is a really popular form of exercise because it's really fast and you can fit it in a small period of time, which is good because we have very busy lives. How it goes is we're going to be doing 4 exercises, as you can see, and then we are going to do it for 20 seconds on and 10 seconds rest, and we'll continue that for 3 rounds. We'll take a break and then we're going to work on a set 2. They're all going to focus on different body parts and different body muscles, so we're going to go from head to toe throughout. I'm going to go through the exercises with you quickly first to show you the correct form, but don't worry, as we go through it together, I will be telling you about different challenging moments or things you can do, and we'll be fixing form as we go along, so don't worry. The first exercise that we're focusing on is the air squat. This is really focusing on your posterior chain muscles, so looking at your hamstrings and your quadriceps and your glutes, which is your bum. So the first thing we want to make sure is that we're in our proper form to begin. So our legs have to be hip distance apart, toes facing forward. However, with a squat, everybody squats differently. So if you feel that you need to move your toes slightly outward, you can. I typically go in a 45-degree angle. It's just the way it works for me. The second thing you're going to make sure you're doing is basically it's a back and down effect movement, almost like you're sitting on a chair. As you go down, just make sure that you're checking your knees, that they're not going over your toes, and that you're keeping your body pretty straight. You're not rounding your shoulders backwards. A good tip is to take a look at something in front of you on the wall and fixate on that, just to make sure that you're in a neutral position. When you're going back up, you're going to drive through your heels and push up and squeeze your glutes. I'll show you from this perspective. So again, positioning your feet and your toes, pushing out like you're sitting in a chair, and just making sure that you're not going too far over your heels. The second activity that we're going to be doing is called the side lunge. So again, you're going to make sure that your legs are about hip distance apart. We're going to start with the right side first. You're going to drive to the right, a nice lean, feeling a nice stretch in your groin of your left leg. And you're going to watch again that your knee is not over your toes. Again, it's the back and down like a mini squat. When you're ready to come back up, you're going to push through your heel back to the middle, and then you're going to go on the left-hand side. The third activity that we're working on is the mountain climber. So that's going to be down on the ground. So very carefully, you're going to maneuver down to the ground. I like to say you're going to go on all 4s down. And then you're going to make sure that your legs are straight out and that your hands are underneath your shoulders and you're keeping your bottom down just to keep a nice line with the floor. When you're ready and your abdominals are in, you're going to do a pedaling motion to the opposite leg. The fourth activity that we're going to be doing is a shoulder tap. So you're going to drop your knees down, cross your ankles, and you're going to watch that your arms are underneath your shoulders, and you're just going to really hold in your abdominals and just do a slight tap. If you're feeling that this is difficult on your wrist or it's challenging, you can simply go down to your forearms, and you can do it from here, or you could just hold in a plank. Those are the 4 exercises that we're going to be doing. All right, here we go. So we're just going to get moving a little bit, making sure that our water is near us. Just to review, starting with the air squat for 20 seconds, 10-second rest, moving into the side lunge, mountain climber, and then shoulder tap. You ready? Here we go. 20 seconds. Making sure to squeeze. Don't forget to breathe. Breathe in and out. Do a quick form check. And one more. Awesome. We get to rest for 10 seconds. I like to keep moving because our heart rate is up. And in 5 seconds, we're moving to the side lunge. Let's do this. Here we go. Right side and back, and then left side and back. Watching your knee over your toe. Nice push and drive through. I like to keep my hands in the middle just to keep balance. Some people like to do it on their hips. Up to you. And one more. 10 seconds rest. Moving into the mountain climber, so hitting the mat. 20 seconds. To make it more challenging, you could go faster, or you could go slower, or you could just hold. 5 seconds. Really hold in your core. And a nice rest. Dropping your knees. Taking a deep breath in is a shoulder tap now. Realigning your hands. Crossing, and let's begin. Watch where your hands are. Go as slow or as fast as you like. Watch that you're not rotating your body too much. And one more. And rest. Slowly moving to the top because we're doing it all over again. 4 seconds. 3. Line your legs. Here we go. Squatting, air squats. You can adjust your toes accordingly, how you like. Just make sure that you're sitting back and you're breathing. And 5 more seconds. We're going to move to the side lunge. 1 more. And rest. Are we okay? All right, side lunge with our right leg first. Positioning your body, making sure you're good. And here we go. Go down as far as you can for safety, but want to feel the pull in the other leg. Just to have a really good stretch, and probably 1 more, and you can rest. Now we're moving back down to the mat to do our mountain climber. Slowly going down, take your time. Holding in your core. Making sure your hands are not too far ahead and that you've really got your core held in. Really squeeze in those abs. And rest. Last one in this set. You're going to cross your ankles, really hold in, readjust your hands if you need to, and shoulder tap. We only have 1 more to go, and 10 more seconds on this second one. Really squeeze in, readjust. And 1 more, good job. Taking a break. Last one, guys, we can do this. I'm gonna walk around and take a peek, remembering taking water if you need to, and starting with the air squat. Making sure that you are being mindful of your knees over your toes and sitting as far back as you can safely. Remember, some people can go lower than others depending on your body's amazing. Making sure you're not folding forward, and if you are finding that, break, guys. Break for 10 seconds. If you are finding that, just adjust your feet. We're now going to be doing the side lunge in 2 and 1. To the right, awesome. Just making sure you're checking your knee over your toe. You're keeping your balance. Your head is in a neutral position. Awesome. And don't forget to take water if you need it. 1 more, 1 more, 1 more. Yes. And we break for 10, and we're down to the mats for our mountain climbers. If you need to modify it, go for it. You can mountain climb with your knees bent or on your forearms for your wrists, legs straight out. Watch that your bottom is down to keep a nice neutral point and nice and straight to the floor. Awesome. You can challenge yourself by going as fast as you can, or you can slow her down to give yourself a break. And breaking for 10 seconds. Last one. Dropping to your knees, crossing your ankles, and we're shoulder touching. This is really good for your abdominals as well as for your shoulders and your arms. You're working it in different ways, so we have to make sure to stretch these out after. Again, positioning your hands, making sure that they're in a nice line to your shoulders. 1 more, and you guys can rest. Awesome job. That is set number 1 done. Making sure you go and you grab some water. Water is really important, hydrates you, and gives you that energy that you need for your second push. We'll see you back for set number 2. Hi guys, welcome back. We're moving on to our tabata set number 2. You're halfway there. We're going to go through the exercises really quickly so that I can show you the form and modifications you can make, and then we're going to roll right into it tabata style with the 20 seconds on, 10 seconds off to some great music. So the first exercise that we're going to be doing is the reverse lunge, again focusing on the lower body. However, it is still your core because you still have to be stable, and you're challenging yourself because you're only on one leg. This is really joint friendly as well versus the front lunge. So if you're looking for a lunge style exercise, the reverse lunge is where it's at. The first thing you need to do is put your feet about hip distance apart. We're going to extend back with our left leg. As we do, we push through with our right leg, so we're going to move backwards. And as we do, we're going to come down. When we do that, we just have to be mindful that our knee, again, is not extending over our toe, and our back leg is in much of a 90-degree angle as we can possibly make it. When we're done, we push back up into position, and we continue on the other leg. That's number one. Number two is one of my absolute favorites. It's a combo move. It's called the sumo squat to a deadlift, body weight. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to extend our legs this time past our hip as far as you can comfortably and safely, and you're going to put your toes out as far as you can, pointed outwards. We're going to be going down to squat, but for this time, you're going to be leaning slightly forward to have that balance, and as you go down, you're going to try to come as parallel to the ground as you can. Again, with a squat, everybody can go their own distance based on your capabilities. I like to keep my hands in the middle, that way it keeps my balance. When you're done, you're going to push back up, squeezing your glutes, but that's not it. You're going to now hinge from your hips, and you're going to keep your back straight, picking a spot on the wall in front of you to be focused on. So this is our deadlift. So you're going to go down, and you're going to focus and try to go down as far as you can, and then you're going to pop up. You can have a slight bend in your legs if it makes it easier. Number three is our goddess twist. So you're going to keep in your sumo squat position. You're going to bend, statically holding it there. You're going to put your hands prisoner style behind your head, and you're going to rotate and then crunch, and then up and then center. Rotate, crunch, up and then center. Make sure that you're not jerking your body too fast. Go as slow as you need to. Coming back up to go to the next movement. The last one is the bicycle, one of my favorites for your abdominals. It hits all of your abdominals, even your obliques, inner and outer. So we're going to hit down to the floor, safely going, lying down on the ground with your hands to the side and your legs straight. You're then going to take your hands and you're going to put them behind your head. You're not tugging your head, you're simply leaning there. You're going to engage your abdominals, and you're going to pull slightly up with your abdominals, not your head. And then you're going to take your legs and you're going to bring them both up to 90-degree angle. This is your starting position, making sure your abs are engaged the entire time. At this point, you're then going to do the bicycle motion of your elbow to your knee, and you're going to continue that. When you're done, legs down, I like to say safely, roll over to your side and come on up, and then we'll move on to the next repeat. Just marching on the spot, just get started. So in 2 seconds, we're going to reverse lunge, get in your position, and here we go, reverse lunge. Push up. Don't forget to breathe. I like to say inhale as you go down, exhale when you go back up. Again, checking that your knee is not over your toe. Last one. Awesome. A rest for 10 seconds, and we're moving into our sumo squat to deadlift. Make sure you're breathing. Your heart really should be pumping at this point. Getting into your sumo squat position, going down and up, and then we're hinging from our hips. Going down and then up. Again, down. Keeping a point on the screen. Last one. Awesome. Now we're moving to our goddess so we can get into our sumo position. Get down static and hold it. Arms behind, twist and crunch, up and straight. Twist, crunch, up and straight. Great job. Don't forget to breathe. Crunch as best as you can. And the center and up. We're going to take these 10 seconds of rest to get down to the floor and do our bicycle. So engage. You're not pulling on your head. You're making sure that your abdominals are fully engaged and fired up. Twist as best as you can. Don't forget to breathe. And rest. Slowly come to the side and up. And now we have to get back to the beginning. Reverse lunge, left leg. Here we go. You may want to put your leg slightly outward if your body is naturally telling you to do that. Some people have a little bit of a curve where they need to do that. And last one, up. Okay, rest. Just make sure you're just moving in between. You don't want to stop dead from exercises and getting into your sumo squat to deadlift. Legs out as best you can and down. And then hinging from the hip. Good job. One more. Down. Awesome. So we're moving into our goddess. So hands behind the head, getting down into your sumo. Rotate, crunch, up and straight. A modification could simply be to just rotate or to crunch. So whatever you feel your body is telling you to do, still challenging yourself, that's up to you. And up, and we're going to make our way down for the bicycle. Engaging your abdominals. Now, a modification you can make to this is to hold your abdominals and simply toe touch, which is a little bit less going on. Last one. And last set. Here we go. We've got it, guys. Come on. 5, 4, 3. Don't forget, take some water if you need to. And we're looking at reverse lunge back. Making sure that your leg goes back as far as you comfortably can, but also keeping your balance. You want to make sure you're not unsteady on your feet, which could risk injury or you simply falling over. Awesome. Don't forget to breathe. Last one. Good job. Taking a breath, make sure that you're moving. And we're moving into our sumo squat to deadlift. Some personal favorites. Getting as far as you can, toes out as far as you can. And down, and up, and hinge. Remember, you can bend those knees a little bit more if you need to. Picking a point on the wall that helps you to focus. Hands in center to keep you balanced. Awesome job. So we're going to go and rest for 10 seconds, and we're going to be moving into our goddess. So sumo squat as far as you can. I'm going to join in because this is one of my, I love this one. And you're going to be in your static and crunch and up and straight. Don't forget to breathe. You should be feeling this in your core right now, for sure. Last one, and down to the floor for the very last exercise in the set. You guys did it. We're just going to move to the bicycle, safely getting down, keeping within your limitations, engaging your abdominals. Put your leg down as far as you need to. You can go faster if you want more of a challenge. Just making sure you're not yanking on your head. Almost there. Last one. Awesome job. And that is the completion of set number 2. Good job. Good job, you guys. You should be really proud of yourself. Those were 2 intense Tabata cycles, and you did it. Well done. Pat on the back. We're going to be moving into a cool down. It's really important to cool down your body. We're easing from really strenuous activity down to more regulated behavior and activity. So we're going to make sure that we don't shock our heart. Our blood pressure and our heart rate goes back down to normal. Oxygen goes to our muscles and just easing ourselves into it. We're going to begin with just marching on the spot lightly. And I'm going to time us. We'll go for 20 seconds. Make sure that you're breathing. Water, I usually have water right beside wherever I'm working out to remind me. I recommend that you have about a cup of water before you work out, definitely water during, and then afterwards ensure that you're replenishing the water when you sweat. You need to replenish that. Awesome, we're gonna go for a stretch. So we're just gonna tap. And just making sure that you're taking deep breaths. We're going to be moving into a stretching portion, which is the last portion of our workout today. It's really important to stretch our muscles. They're nice and warm, helps with range of motion and mobility to do activities after, and it just feels really good, relaxation. And our last 20 seconds. Make sure you're taking deep breaths in and out. Nice big belly breaths, deep from your diaphragm. I like to breathe in through my nose and out through my mouth. And now we're going to be moving into our stretching portion. So we're going to be starting with an upper body stretch with our arms because we did the shoulder tap as well as the mountain climbers, put a little stress on those muscles. So we're going to put our right arm up and our left arm is going to come around. And it's going to hold onto the elbow, and you're going to make sure that your hand is in between your shoulder blades. Don't pull too hard. Just give it a nice little stretch, making sure that you're breathing as you do it. I usually like to take this time just to be really quiet and to think about what I just achieved after a very busy day at work. And you can release slowly. And you're going to bring your left arm up and bend in the right arm and slowly hold onto your elbow and pull. Again, making sure that it's in between your shoulder blades. And don't pull too hard. It shouldn't hurt. It should feel really good. And slowly release. And the next one, you're going to be reaching your right arm out and you're going to cross it over your body. You're going to take your left arm and you're going to give it a little bit of a pull. Not too hard, just a little bit. And don't forget to breathe. Your muscles are thanking you right now. When you work your muscles, there could be a buildup of lactic acid, and this just helps to make sure that doesn't happen. And slowly release, and the other hand out and across. Just give it a nice little pull. I like to think 3 big breaths. Awesome job. The next 2 are going to be focusing more on lower body, although usually always full body. We're going to head down to the mat and we're going to do a little bit of a leg stretch. So if we just go down and you're going to lay fully down on the mat and you're going to get your right leg and you're going to bend it up and you're going to give it a pull. I like to have both hands underneath. Don't forget to breathe. Now you can hold it underneath on your hamstrings, or if it's more comfortable, you can go a little bit below your knee. Pull in so you feel a slight tension, but not that it hurts. You should be staring right up at the ceiling. And slowly release, bring it back down, and now bring the other leg up. And again, find your comfort zone where you want to pull. This is stretching your hamstrings, your lower legs, your hips, loosening it up. They're nice and warm, so it definitely helps. Now we're going to go from this stretch into the neck. So we're going to keep our hands on this leg here. But what we're going to do is with our left hand, we're just going to give it a little bit of a push over, keeping our shoulders still square to the floor, and our eyes still up on the ceiling. And you're just putting in a slight pull. Different people go different distances. Don't worry if you can't go very far. And don't forget to breathe. You should feel a nice stretch in your back, in your lower back. And slowly release back to the middle. Put your left leg down. Bring your right leg up. Same thing on this side. Gonna slowly rotate over, keeping your shoulders square, your arms out, either extended to the side or below, wherever your comfort zone is. Don't forget to breathe. Last breath. And slowly move back to the middle. And we're going to do our last pose of the day, which is the corpse pose. So your legs are going to go straight down. Your arms are straight down. And we're going to take 3 really nice deep breaths. And think of all you've done today. And last breath. And when you're ready, you can slowly roll to your side. And you can come on up. I want to thank you very much for joining us today. I want to thank Lisa, Sam, and Christina for joining us. As I always say, make sure you follow this up with a healthy, balanced meal, specifically with some protein. Have a great rest of your day.